Hello everyone, my name is MrHurriicane. Welcome back to the Desmond Payne Road to the show, here on MLB 15 The Show. Thank you all for the feedback on Desmond Payne's return video last week, and today we continue on. There is less than a month to go in the season. Right now the Express are in a very good spot, first place in the division, 10 games up on New Orleans, and here they're playing Colorado Springs in the series to begin this episode, and here is Desmond Payne showing off the range in the outfield, securing the catch. And right now we are just a few days away from MLB 16 The Show, so Desmond Payne will be transferring over when that comes out. But here against Colorado Springs, Desmond Payne trying to help build this 3-2 lead Round Rock has, but he strikes out. And it hasn't been a very good game for him, and Round Rock needs him to come through. It's bottom 9. Colorado Springs is up by 1, 2 on and 2 out. Payne is 0 for 4 on the day. And the first pitch of this at-bat is driven back up the middle, and that is going to bring home a runner. It's going to be close, and he's ruled safe. I thought he was going to be out. Here is the replay. Very, very close. Now that forced extras, but Colorado Springs scored 2 runs in the 11th, and Payne is again facing a 2-out situation with the game on the line. 0-2 count, and Payne slaps a single to left, and that puts the winning run at the plate. Can the Express pull off a late game comeback again? Here is a line drive to right field, and that will load the bases. We're still down by 2, but a single could tie the game. It's a 1-1 count. And this is a fly ball hit to left, but it's not deep enough. Easily playable, and that's the end of this game. The Express lose the first game of the series to Colorado Springs. Desmond Payne started 0 for 4, rebounded nicely down the stretch. Hopefully you can avoid those strikeouts unlike this past game. So here's the next game now. It's bottom first, and Payne hits it off the pitcher, but he can recover and make the easy play at first base. Let's jump ahead now. It's a 2-0 Colorado Springs lead, bottom of the 6th inning, and a hit-and-run situation here, and Payne has a single to center, and despite the runner taking off, he did not try to go to third base, and it's just a single for Desmond Payne, now 2 on, 1 down. The full count pitch is hit to the gap, and that is going to be extra bases. It will bring home 2 runs and tie this game up. Good to see something other than a strikeout when Payne is on base. And the Express turned that into a couple more runs and beat the Sky Sox this time 4-2 in a 1 for 4 day for Desmond Payne. Moving ahead to Game 3 in the series, it is the first inning. Payne now leading off for some reason. I was very confused by this, but it's a ground ball to short that Payne can leg out with an infield single. It wasn't very good contact, but that's alright. Payne moved to second, and with 2 down, here is a ground ball to the shortstop, and the out is recorded at first. So Payne left stranded, we jump ahead. It is the bottom of the 5th inning, a 2-1 lead for the Express, and here is Payne going to the gap. It has some carry, and is off the wall. Payne rounds second, and he's going to turn back. Thought about 3, instead it's a double for Desmond Payne. I thought this was off the scoreboard, to be honest, but it hit high off the wall. Can they bring around Desmond Payne anyway? Here is a hit down the line, and fair. Payne will score easily. And again, he's driven in. I like this change of pace. There wasn't a lot of scoring going on in this series, and the Express win this game 4-1. And Payne had the off day in the 4th game, and we ended up splitting that series. So now we jump ahead to a series against the Sacramento River Cats. We're on the road, 72-48 on the season, and Payne has a 5-game hitting streak, and he's batting .500 in that stretch. Back in the 3rd spot in the lineup now, and Payne starts the day by slapping a single again to left, and that will make it a 6-game hitting streak. I'm still confused why he let off 1 game. And with 2 down, Payne's going to take off pretty much every time, and he's there now. 2 on, and now a runner in scoring position. Trying to get that first inning lead, and there's the strikeout. And Payne is left stranded at second. Let's go bottom 3. Sacramento's up 2-0, and here's another hit to the gap. Payne has to show off some speed, but he gets underneath it. There is the easy out. It's been a while since Payne's last error. So we go to the 5th inning. It's now a tie game as Payne gets the call to go his way there. It's a 2-1, and that one's close, but again, it's outside. This pitcher has some pretty good heat on his pitches as well. And the 3-1 pitch is inside, so Payne ends up walking, and there is the pitching coach coming out as the bases are now loaded with 2 down. And this hit into foul territory. Look at the catch by the fan. And it's just a kid. What a catch. Put him in the game. That was awesome. So we'll try this again. A 2-strike count and a ground ball backhanded by the first baseman. And we can't get anything going here. And the game remains tied as we go to the 8th inning. Payne leads off this inning and looks at the changeup low and almost in the dirt. It's a full count, and the payoff pitch is in there, a fastball, and Payne just looks at it. We don't see very many backwards Ks. Normally, if Payne's going to strike out, it's a miss. And the Rivercats end up capitalizing and win the game 3-2. So, looking ahead now to upgrade some ratings. We're going to get speed up because I had that arrow going down. I didn't like that. And I want to see his arm get better, so arm strength goes up 1. And so Payne has a 6-game hitting streak. Here is the next game against Sacramento. And Payne tries to turn on it. He ends up hitting it deep to center. And that's not going to be deep enough. It's an easy fly out. It hasn't seemed like Payne's fly ball hits have been very productive as of late. We're here in the 7th inning as the 3-0 is in there, making it 3-1. Here's Payne trying to turn on one, and he rips it into the crowd. That makes it a full count. Man on first base, and now Payne will go to first. As the fastball was just off the plate, according to the umpire. I'll take it. 2-1 and 2 out as this fly ball goes to deep right, and the right fielder gets underneath it at the warning track. We jump to the 9th inning. It's still a comfortable lead for Round Rock. Payne trying to keep this hitting streak going, though. And he's first pitch swinging. It's a fly ball hit to center. And it's just a lazy fly ball that's easily caught. So Desmond Payne sees his hitting streak end here after 6 games. Can he start up a new one in this 3rd game against Sacramento? And there's a cutter. That was a nice pitch to hit, and Payne just looked at it. And look at how empty the stadium is. Like, there's people around home plate, but there's no one else here. And now Payne grounds it to the second baseman, and they will turn too. That was quick. Not even close. So far, so good, as Sacramento has Payne's number thus far. Let's go top 3. It's tied at 1, and again, Payne grounds it to the second baseman. They turn 2 in the same fashion at about the same speed. So can Payne avoid another 0-for? He's 0-for-3. We're in the top of the 8th inning. It could be his last at-bat of the game. There's a fastball in there at 96 miles per hour. Payne ahead, though. It's 3-1, and he swings. It's a fly ball hit to left field, and that is another lazy fly out. So unless this game continues, it's going to be back-to-back 0-fors. And we'll see. It's a 2-run game. 1 man on, and here's a hit to left center. Payne trying to track it down. Look at the speed. He legs it out. And Payne ends up helping the Express close this game out. But Payne has gone 0-for-4 in back-to-back games. Payne then got an off day, and hopefully he returns to form. The Express took 3 of 4 against Sacramento. And that brings us to a new series against Fresno, and they have an even better record than the Express. But Payne trying to get off on the right foot, and that is off the glove of the left fielder. It's ruled a base hit. He tried to backhand it. It wasn't routine. So Payne is back in the hit column, taking off for second base now, and this fly ball sails down left field line, and that is caught near the track. Only a 310 fence out there, though. Could see some action in the outfield. 1-1 game, top 3, and Payne going the other way once again. This time it's a clean base hit. So after 2 0-fors, it's a multi-hit game for Desmond Payne. All he needed was that off day. Here is a ground ball that gets through. Payne is going to round second, make his way to third, but the throw is in time, and Payne is thrown out. It's safe to say that center fielder has a better arm than Desmond Payne. That was not what I expected to see. Fresno is up by 1. We are in the 7th inning right now. There is a man at first and 1 out. The 1-2 to Payne is skied to left center, and the left fielder is underneath it and patiently waits for another lazy Desmond Payne out. Other than that hit off the wall, his fly balls have not done much. The Grizzlies take the first game in this series 3-2. In game 2, it's again a low-scoring affair. Top 5 scoreless, but 2 on, nobody out for Desmond Payne. Pitch 80 of the game for this starting pitcher, and Payne sits on it, drives it right back up the middle, and that's going to bring home a runner, and it's going to be a close play. He's ruled safe, just like we saw in the first game of the episode. Basically the same sequence. So there's still nobody out, Round Rock on the board, and this one gets through. And this time we're not going to test it. Their outfielders can throw. The Express load the bases, but Fresno retires the next 2 batters. With 2 down, this hit is fair. And the Express will open up this game a bit. Payne comes around, he's the second runner to score. And we're going to try the third. Not even close, what are you doing? Why did they test that? I don't know, but it's still 3-0. Bases loaded again. That swing was awful. So can Payne open this lead up a bit more, and it's up the middle, and it's fielded by the second baseman, but they can't turn 2, so Payne gets the RBI, and it's a 4-0 game. With 2 down, this is a ground ball hit through the middle, and it plates another run. This time Payne's just going to go back, but he might have actually made it this time. That wasn't very accurate. 2 on and 2 out. This one's down the line, and it's ruled foul. Very close. The full count pitch is swung on and missed. But at least the Express have a nice lead, and the pitching is doing a phenomenal job. Top 8, man on first. Here is Payne going to the gap. Nice line drive, Desmond. That's why you don't want the fly balls. And the runner will come around third, and Payne heads to third base. It's an RBI triple. I'm very impressed with this. It's 3 plate appearances with an RBI. Good effort by Desmond Payne. He has a 2-hit game and a 3-hit game in this series. And then another off day. The Express won, and here's their chance to take the series. It's game 4 against Fresno, already up 2-0 in the 3rd inning. But nobody on for Desmond Payne. It's a 1-2 count, and this ground ball is hit right to the shortstop, and that's as routine as it gets. But the Express could only keep Fresno's offense quiet for so long. It's now a 4-2 Fresno lead. 2 out for Payne. He goes with another fly ball to left field, and it's playable. We jump to the 6th inning. Fresno still leads 4-2, and this hit goes to the gap, and Payne can't track this one. It's going to be extra bases as Fresno looks to increase their lead. Here comes the runner, and the throw is not in time. Payne's arm needs to get stronger. Fresno kept piling it on at 7-2, top of the 8th inning. Again, nobody on base for Desmond Payne as he fouls one off behind. And the 0-2 pitch is also fouled off. He's trying to stay alive, create a 2-out rally. There's another one. Last thing you want to see with 113 pitches is all these fouls. But Payne then hits one into the field of play in the gap. But the left fielder is able to track it down. Fresno takes game 4, and we split this series. And the Express have pretty much just stayed where they were in the standings. They're now 1 game ahead of where they were to start this episode, so 11 games over the Zephyrs, very close to clinching this division. Payne saw his average go down to 349 in this episode. It's hard to keep a 359, especially with 3 offers in 9 games. There are 16 games left to go in the regular season, and they play games all the way from the 11th to the 7th of September with no off days. Payne gets a couple off, though. He's got a good deal. And that is the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Leave your feedback down below and subscribe. The next time you see Desmond Payne may very well be on MLB 16. I'm very excited to get that game going. I'll have a lot of content on Tuesday when the game drops, including the plan is for some Desmond Payne Road to the show on MLB 16. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.